Alright, I said it's time to learn a new rule. So let's take a look at it. This one is going to be known as the product rule. So if we had, let's say we had something that looks like this. G of x is equal to x times x squared plus 1, and it's raised to the third power. Now, the rules that we've learned so far, we're not going to be able to use those techniques in order to take the derivative of this. Now, let me just say something here real quick. Because this x squared plus 1 is raised to the third power, that's x squared plus 1 times x squared plus 1 times x squared plus 1. Yeah, you could multiply all this stuff out and get one big large polynomial and then take the derivative of it. You'd know how to do that, but you might be there half the day doing that. So instead, we're going to learn a technique for taking the derivative of this guy right here. Okay, this technique is known as the product rule. Okay, the product rule. So this is how the product rule goes. Now, there's two different ways of doing this, but I like to do it this way. It's not going to matter because in the end we get the same result. I take the derivative of the first function here, and this guy right here. And I'm going to take the derivative of x, and derivative of x is 1. Right? And then rewrite the second function, x squared plus 1 raised to the third power plus, alright, then I rewrite my x, and now I'm going to take the derivative of this one here. So this one, remember, so we take the derivative of this guy right here, we take the 3, bring it out front, rewrite everything in parentheses, subtract 1 from the exponent, you get 2, and then we do the chain part. We take the derivative of the inside of what's in parentheses and bring it out. So the derivative of x squared plus 1 is 2x, right? Derivative of x squared is 2x. And then, of course, we want to kind of rewrite this, clean this up. We have x squared plus 1 raised to the third power plus, what can we do here? I'm going to take this 2x and bring it out front. So that's going to be 2 times 3 is 6. And this is x squared. And rewriting the rest here. And I'm going to leave it just like this. However, you may be asked to factor this completely down, and I'm not going to get into that. We're just focusing on the calculus, focusing in on these rules before we get caught up in the intermediate algebra. Okay, let's look at another one. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to write out this rule. So this is just the general rule here for the product rule. We have g of x, some function g of x times some function h of x. So like in the last problem, we had the x here, and then what was in parentheses raised to whatever that power was, to the third power. Now we're taking the derivative, so this becomes f prime of x is equal to, take the derivative of the first, so I say g prime of x times h of x plus, rewrite the first function, times the derivative of the second function. Right, and this is known as the product rule. The product rule. It's a pretty easy rule.